Welcome, Beachbody Champions. So excited to have you here today and super excited to have a special guest coming on today to share with us some eating nutrition tips and talk to us about the new monthly fix. I'd like to introduce you to Autumn Calabrese. Welcome, Autumn. Well,
hi. Sorry, it was asking me to start my video. Hi.
Okay.
How are you?
Great. How about yourself?
Good, thanks.
Great. We're just wanted to ask you a little bit about nutrition for our coaches and customers of, using the Ultimate Portion Fix to get the total solution and the best possible results. Can you kind of walk us through, as a new coach or a new customer, how they can use your program to get the full benefits?
So are we talking about Ultimate Portion Fix or Monthly Fix?
Both.
Okay, well, let's start with, really quickly, just so I understand, we're on the Champions page, right? And the Champions page is for our coaches?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I know who I'm speaking with. So I'm speaking with our coaches.
Yes.
Okay. What's up, coaches? Okay, so I think for a lot of coaches, you guys know what Ultimate Portion Fix is. It's not something new. It's been around for a very long time, obviously, since the 21-day fix launched when we had the containers and food lists. And obviously, you guys know that in the last 6 years, there's been a lot of questions that have come in. There's still questions coming in on the regular about the containers and how to use them. And basically what I did and what the team did was, over the last 5 or 6 years, we really paid attention to what you guys were asking. And we decided we wanted to give you an even more comprehensive approach to following the container system. And that's really what Ultimate Portion Fix is. So it's a much deeper dive. I think a lot of people assume that because they've used the containers on and off for years, that they know everything there is to know about it and they don't need it. And what I will tell you guys is this, is that even I'm still learning, right? And we're always a work in progress, and you should always be on top of learning more and more. And nutrition is always changing, and as it changes, it is my goal, and I know it's the goal of Beachbody, to make sure that we're staying on top of it and we're providing you guys with the newest insight, the newest research, and the newest ways that you can incorporate what we are learning. And so Ultimate Portion Fix really does that by, like I said, taking this deeper dive into the container system and how it works. And what I can also tell you is that if you are the person that has followed the containers in the past and you kind of feel like, yes, I know everything and I don't need to go and get Ultimate Portion Fix or watch those videos or learn anymore, that's a waste of my time or that's a waste of my money. What I will tell you is this: unless you are following the container system every single day to a T, then you can always learn more, you can always do more, and you can always improve. And I don't think anybody out there, and this includes myself, is following the container system every single day perfectly to a T. I've got 10,000, just over 10,000 people that are a part of the monthly fix. About 5,000 of them are in the Facebook group where I just gave out my cell phone number a week ago. And you guys, I'm getting 700 text messages a day. And these are people from newbies to people that have been doing it for years that still have questions. So that tells me that you guys need the information that we're providing, which is fantastic. So as a coach, you guys should be on top of this stuff. You should really be learning as much as you can. You should be watching the videos over and over again, because I can also tell you, I'm getting asked a lot of questions that I know are already in the Ultimate Portion Fix home videos. And I'm getting asked the same questions over and over again. And so I don't know if it's for a lack of remembering, which is entirely possible, or if it's for a little bit of laziness and not wanting to go back and look up the answer. But if you're really on top of your business and you're really on top of helping your challengers, you should be watching this stuff over and over again, so that if they ask you a question, you're able to help them as fast as possible, that you're not totally reliant on waiting for me to answer you to give you that information. So the Ultimate Portion Fix home program, it's going to take you into the 3 principles of what the program is based on: portion control, balance, macronutrients, significantly reducing or eliminating that highly processed food. We're going to go into the 3 different ways that you can use the program, be it the foundational fix, time nutrition, carb cycling, when carb cycling is appropriate and when it's not. We're going to dive deep into the vegan plan, both the food list for the regular plan and the vegan plan. We go into meal prepping and meal planning and how to do it if you're a beginner and how to do it if you're more advanced. I talk about, for the first time, how to use the container system with the whole family, including your kids. Obviously, it's not a diet for kids. It's more of a healthy way of eating. It's not a weight loss formula for kids, but that's really important. I don't think the obesity epidemic is going to end with us. I hope it ends with our kids, though, but it can only end with them if we're teaching them properly, and we need to be educated on how to do that. We talk about special occasions and eating out. Here we are. It's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's weekend. It's a huge weekend for chocolate and champagne and cocktails and going out. So do you have the tools that you need to stay on track? Do you have the mindset that you need to stay on track for a weekend like this? Or is this a throw caution to the wind and then come Monday, blow up the monthly fix cell phone with, Autumn, I went off track all weekend. How do I get back on track? How do I get back on track? So, the more you dive in and the more you learn, the easier it is not to have those big fall offs, to maybe just say, okay, great, I planned for today and I'm ready for today or this weekend or whenever you're celebrating, and then to get back on track. So I think that's the ultimate portion fix in a home program in a nutshell.
Okay, thank you for explaining that. I kind of want to go back just a little bit even before that, because as these new coaches come on and then they have new customers that don't know anything about nutrition, they're like, I have Shakeology, I'm working out. Really, why is nutrition that important? Because I'm drinking my Shakeology, I'm doing my workouts. Can you kind of explain why nutrition is so important to them and what it's going to, do for them in their workouts?
Yeah. I think everybody knows that nutrition is important, you guys. If they're asking you, why do I need nutrition? They're just trying to get around it. But I think everybody knows, nutrition, listen, when it comes to having weight to lose, right? Especially if it's a significant amount of weight, that all revolves around your nutrition. I'm trying to be careful about how I word it because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or insult anybody. But the bottom line is if you have a significant amount of weight to lose, that's probably stemming from poor nutrition. Okay. Yes, we are fairly sedentary. So getting up and moving your body can definitely help. But there's a lot of studies out there that show we're not as sedentary as we perceive ourselves to be. So people assume that we're way more sedentary now than we used to be. And while we are a little bit more sedentary, we're not so significant that it should be leading to the discrepancy in the amount of weight that people have now compared to 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. What is the problem is incredibly poor nutrition over the last 50, 60, 70 years. And I even dive into this in the Ultimate Portion Fix Home program about how when the first TV dinner came out, when the first fast food restaurant came out, all these other things. I mean, I think back to when I was a kid. Okay. So back when I was 7, 8, 9 years old, you guys, Starbucks wasn't a thing. There wasn't really, there might've been a mom and pop coffee house, but I don't remember driving around and there being a coffee house on every corner. I remember my dad going through the drive-thru at McDonald's to get a cup of coffee in the morning, but that was it. It was a plain cup of coffee. We have coffee houses on every corner that are making coffee that is really a milkshake in a cup. So the way that we're eating now is drastically different than the way we were eating 30, 40, 50 years ago. Nutrition is everything. Nutrition is everything when it comes to your body and your health. Exercise is great. Exercise is the bonus. Exercise is yes, it strengthens your heart and strengthens your lungs, and it's going to give you muscle definition and help you be stronger. But your nutrition, everything you put in your body is what your body becomes. I want you to really think about that statement for a second. What you put in your mouth is what your body becomes. We've got these sayings out there that are you are what you eat, so don't be fast, cheap, easy, or fake, okay? But if you really stop to think about that and think about the fact that you are what you eat, your cells use the food you put in your body to repair themselves, to get rid of waste, to turn on certain genetics, turn off certain genetics. If you're putting in crap That is what your body becomes. If you're putting in real food, whole food, food that your body recognizes that it knows what to do with, vitamins, minerals, all these nutrients, phytonutrients that we need, then your body can really flourish and be well. Shakeology is amazing and Shakeology is fantastic. And I truly believe that we need that in addition to our healthy eating, because even our food and our soil isn't what it used to be. And the amount of nutrients in it isn't what it used to be. But you can't out-train a bad diet. I've said it for years. You cannot do it. Like, nobody's working out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. So you're never going to out-train a bad diet. So you can work out, but if you're putting crap in, you're a hamster on a wheel. You're not going to make the progress you want to make, and you're not going to be truly healthy. So everybody needs to stop and take a look at their food and say, what am I putting in? And what is that going to do for me? And you also have to look at it and go, what have I been doing? And am I happy with how I feel right now? Am I happy with the condition that my body is in? If the answer is no, then you need to change it, because obviously the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you're eating the same way over and over again and you're expecting something to change, it's not going to happen. You have to change. You gotta have the balance. You gotta have the portion control. You gotta get rid of the highly processed foods, or you're just never going to make the progress that you want to make.
Awesome. I love that you explain. It's true. Like, what you are, what you put into your mouth, that paints like a picture for yourself. Coaches, if you can think about that when you're tempted by those things, it's just kind of like, not only that, but then you don't feel well and you can't perform in the workouts. And so that's super important. So I have the Ultimate Portion Fix, Autumn. I'm using it. I think I have it dialed in, like you said, and it's working great for me. Why do I need to have the monthly fix? What is that going to do for me? Because, I feel like I'm already, doing pretty well.
Yeah. So you guys, here's the thing. Okay. The Ultimate Portion Fix, that home program, because you need to have the home program before you can get into the monthly fix. So hold on, my phone is ringing. Let me make sure to turn that off. So the Ultimate Portion Fix, the way I look at it is, the home program is where I teach you the importance of the program and I teach you how to follow the program, right? Here's the ABCs of how to follow the container system. That is what Ultimate Portion Fix is. The monthly fix is like the doing of the program. It is the ongoing use of Ultimate Portion Fix. Sorry, my house is chaos today and my dog's going nuts. Again, this is where people go, okay, well, I don't need the monthly fix. Like, I know what Ultimate Portion Fix is. I know how to stay on top of it. I'm good. So they decide they don't need it. You guys, I can't tell you how many people come up to me and say things like, I was in the best shape of my life when I was on the container system. Okay. And I just look at them and think to myself, what do you mean when you were on the container system? Why did you stop the container system? If you were in the best shape of your life on the container system, why are you off of the container system? And I usually will ask, okay, well, what happened? And they say, oh, well, life happened. Something came up. I went on vacation and I kind of lost track and I didn't get back on it. So the monthly fix is there to help prevent that. Okay. So yes, it's support. We have our Facebook community. Like I said, there's over 5,000 people in that group and growing very quickly. So I'm in there constantly. I know Carl's in there constantly. We also have our registered nutritionist in there who helps answer questions as well. Like, we're in there for you guys for support. Plus you have the entire community for support. But in addition to it, every single month, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the questions that you guys are asking me on a regular basis, and I'm using those questions to develop the content. So we take a deep dive every single month into a specific topic. In January, we took a deep dive into managing your yellows and how easy it is to get off track. And I opened up to you guys about something that I was struggling with, like at the end of the summer and in the fall, with managing my own yellows and why it was happening and sort of what I needed to do to get back on track with that. This month, we're talking about identifying your triggers. This is a huge one for why people fall off track. It's their triggers. It's whether it's an emotional trigger or the traveling excuse that comes up, or holidays. Hello, we're on one right now. So I'm talking all about the triggers, so that we have the deep dives. Then we have the monthly assignment that sort of accompanies the deep dive. And that assignment is there to just help you hone in on the topic, to really focus in on what's going on for the month. Okay. And you guys, as coaches, this should make running your challenge groups just so easy. This should make running them so easy, because if you're watching all this content, there is so much for you to talk about in your own challenge group, right? You can talk about the deep dive. You can use the monthly assignment within your challenge group that month. Then I have expert interviews. The first one was Alex Carter. She's actually been a client of mine for the last 3 years, a private client of mine. She is a brilliant attorney. She is a conflict resolution specialist. She has a book coming out, Ask for More, which is just unbelievable. I can't wait for you guys to be able to read this book. Like, I really think it's going to help blow people's business up in the best way possible. So we have that interview. In February this month, I interviewed Marie Forleo about her book, Everything is Figure Outable. Such a great book. So many great tools in that book. Again, it's something to take to your challenge group and to use. Hey guys, you can't get Alex's book yet. It's not out, but you can pre-order it. It's coming out. But you could use the questions that we talk about in there. You could use Marie Forleo's book this month as personal development for your coaches or for your challengers, and you could be talking about that as well. So we have the deep dive, we have the monthly assignment, we have the expert interview, we have the fixate recipes that go up there first now. So it's actually 2 a week. So it used to be 5 that were getting released. Now it's 8 that are getting released a month. So you're the first one to get brand new fixate recipes. I'm getting asked all the time for new stuff, and Bobby and I are constantly creating new stuff for you guys. So those are going up in the group every single month. March will be the first month where we release the one-on-one case study that I'm doing. So I'm actually working with somebody right now this month, and in March, her entire case study will go up. And so basically you're following along on the journey of me coaching somebody through Ultimate Portion Fix, through their struggles. You're going to see our Zoom calls. You're going to see our text messages. You're going to see our emails back and forth, so that that can help you as a coach, one, maybe coach somebody in a similar way. Or it can also help your challengers watch it and say like, oh, okay, I go through that too. Oh, that's a great tip. I'm going to use that. So there's just so much going on. We also, like I said, we have the Facebook group. Just last week, I gave everybody my personal cell phone number. I'm getting about, like I said, 700 text messages a day. I'm responding to as many of them as I can. But again, I'm using a lot of those questions to help develop the content for the ongoing months. Now, here's also what I want to talk to you guys about for the monthly fix, because you guys are all coaches. So a couple of things with monthly fix, it's first of all, it's ongoing continuity. So you guys now can earn income. You can earn your commission on people signing up for the monthly fix. That's fantastic news for you. You couldn't do that when we had it as master series, but as monthly fix, you guys can. So you should be a part of it, but so should all of your challengers. It benefits you and your business. Here's another reason why every single coach should be on it, even if you don't think that you personally need it. We say all the time, be the proof the product works, okay? And I preach to you guys all the time that you need to know in detail about all of our products. That is your job, okay? It is your job. Like if you went and worked for a car company or a clothing company, you wouldn't just know about one shirt hanging on the rack. You would need to know about all the clothes hanging on the rack and how they work together and things like that. So even if you think that you know all there is to know about Ultimate Portion Fix, let's say a few of your challengers sign up for Ultimate Portion Fix and then sign up for the monthly fix. And they go into February's monthly fix content and they're watching the deep dive and they hear the monthly assignment and they love the expert interview and they're all excited about it. And they come to you and they want to talk to you about it and they want to ask you questions about it. And you're not a member of the monthly fix. You're sitting there like this, huh? That doesn't reflect well on you because they want to talk to you about information that you know nothing about now, okay? If that was me, I would be questioning my coach because I would be like, why don't you know what I know? Why am I learning and you're not learning? Why can't I come to you and talk to you? You said you were here to help me, and now you can't help me because you don't have this. So that $19.95, you guys, that is an investment in your business. I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time, long before I was with Beachbody, and ran my own business, ran a 6-figure business. And I had to do a lot more investing than $19.95 a month. It was before social media really was a big thing. Like, I had to make flyers, take out ads in the newspaper, spend hours a day handing out business cards, things like that. So if you're serious about your business, then you need to look at it and say, what am I willing to invest into it? Now, that being said, I just want to say one more thing about the monthly fix, because I know we are running short on time here, you guys. I did a post yesterday on my Instagram stories, but I want to just talk to you guys about it because I've got your attention right now, I hope. And as coaches, this is a big deal. I was sitting in a meeting this week with Carl and a few other people on the marketing team, and they were talking about Ultimate Portion Fix, the challenge pack, and everything that was in it and the value of it. And they were talking about some different ways that they're going to market it. And as they were running through it, they were saying everything that was offered in the challenge pack. And then they said how much the challenge pack was worth compared to how much the challenge pack actually costs. And I actually was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I literally stopped the meeting for a second. I was like, can you say all that again? Because I didn't think I heard it right. I thought I misunderstood what they were saying, because I was like, how is it that much value and that much stuff included at that price? Like, holy cow, how come coaches aren't blowing up about this? How come I don't see coaches talking everywhere about this? And I'm guessing it's because maybe you guys just didn't realize, same way I didn't realize. So when you get the Ultimate Portion Fix challenge pack with Shakeology home delivery, let's just run down the list of everything that you get. So Ultimate Portion Fix challenge pack with Shakeology home delivery, okay? First of all, it's a $470 value for $180. Now, $180 might sound like a lot at first, but let me just break it down for you guys. So you get Ultimate Portion Fix, the home program. You get all of the videos. There's over 30 videos of me explaining step-by-step how to use the program. There's 7-day meal plans in there. Then you get the workbook. You get the logbook. So the workbook, you use that as you go through the videos so you can take notes. Your logbook, you use that on a daily basis to track your progress. You track your containers, track your water, track your Shakeology, track your workouts, your mood, your energy, your sleep, your bowel movements. Like, you track everything. It gives you a really eye-opening view of what is going on. So all the videos, workbook, logbook, you get 75 healthy lunch ideas for kids included in there. That's a PDF download. Okay. Then you get Fixate Volume 2 cookbook. Okay. You get your 7 color-coded containers. Then your first bonus when you get the challenge pack is that you're going to get 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme real-time videos. So those alone, 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme, are both a $60 value each. When we used to sell them as DVDs, it was $60 for 21-day fix and you get your containers. It was $60 for 21-day fix extreme and you get your containers. And with those, you got 2 DVDs. They had 9 workouts total and you did them over and over again for 21 days. Now you get 21 different workouts with each one of those programs. So 30 different nutritional videos. You've got 75 healthy lunch ideas for kids. You got the workbook. You got the logbook. You've got your containers. You've got your Shakeology cup that you get. You get 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme real time. You get Fixate Volume 2. You get your bag of Shakeology. So you get your first 30-day supply of Shakeology. You're going to get the first month of the monthly fix included for free. So you get 30 days to try it for free. So that's another $20 value right there. And then there was one other thing that you get. Oh my gosh, what is it? Hold on. I just lost my train of thought. So you get all of the workbooks and the log books. We get the monthly fix. Okay, let's see. I got it right here. 21-day fix, fix extreme, 30-day monthly fix, Shakeology. Oh, and the last thing, while supplies last, you guys are going to get 14 days of pumpkin spice Shakeology. So you get a sample packet, a 14-day sample packet of pumpkin spice Shakeology. We've never done that before. It's so much. You're getting so much stuff right now. And I'm watching all these other things out there on social media, right? People are buying bikes, very, very expensive stationary bikes. And then they're paying $40 a month for the membership to get on the bike and watch the video of the bike. Okay. That's insane to me. You're not getting any nutritional advice whatsoever. And the only thing you ever get to do is get on the bike. You're going to have Beachbody on demand. So like you're going to have 21-day fix. You're going to have 21-day fix extreme. You're going to have all of the videos. You're going to have Shakeology. You're going to get your Shakeology pumpkin spice sample packs. You're going to get the containers. You're going to get the cookbook. Like the value is absolutely mind blowing. And if you guys were talking to people, if a challenger came to you and said, I want to lose weight, and they started to say their goals to you, and you told them that they could have all of this stuff for $180 plus your support, plus be in the monthly fix Facebook group and get my support, I don't see how anybody could say no. $180 is like literally the price of a monthly gym membership at some gyms. Okay. The high-end gym that I belong to, that I barely go to, maybe once every couple months, that is literally the price of the membership a month. No personal trainer, no nutritionist, no nothing, no support. That's just what it costs to walk through the doors and use their equipment. You guys should be talking about this so much. Like this should make it a no-brainer to get new people in the door. So that's what the monthly fix is. You guys know what Ultimate Portion Fix is. Now you know about the Ultimate Portion Fix Shakeology Home Delivery Challenge Pack. I hope everybody just goes out and talks about it because it really allows us the opportunity to help so many people.
Thanks, Autumn. You guys, if you weren't excited about nutrition prior to this call, I don't know how you couldn't be excited about the monthly fix, incorporating the Ultimate Portion Fix for yourself and for your coaches. It really is part of the total solution because we have that community, like Autumn said. It's that community with Autumn available to you to answer your questions, to take that deep dive, to keep you on track, helping you recognize your triggers. That is huge, huge. For you as a coach and for you to help your customers and coaches as well. And I love, Autumn, that you shared that information you provide, they can take back to their challenge groups. That's so perfect because everybody has questions about nutrition and we can always be learning about nutrition. And nutrition is key to getting results with and being consistent. Yeah. And so thanks, Autumn, for creating this monthly fix program where coaches can learn to stay consistent so that they can live the best life possible for forever. And they're not just constantly being on and then falling off, and they can just learn how to live their life to the fullest. Coaches, I hope you take what Autumn had to say and implement it and sign up for the monthly fix if you're not already there, and get your coaches and customers to sign up too, because it's really the total solution for finding that ultimate happiness and health in your lives. Thanks again so much, Autumn, for coming on. Really appreciate you taking the time.
My pleasure. Thank you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.